Good morning, everyone. I was inspired today by a coaching session, and I said I had to go ahead and just encourage somebody else today. My name is Trish Hanna. I am a coach at Your Lane Life Coaching, and I just encourage someone today to write down the vision that God has placed within their spirit. You remember in the book of Habakkuk, it tells us to write it down and make it plain, so that we can run with it. And what I suggested is to write it down, make it plain as the Bible alluded, so that even if it's time for you to go, or you expire, or God calls you home, whoever picks it up is able to still run with that vision. One thing I can say about vision is that it doesn't die when you die. Vision lingers, vision remains constant or consistent. And so that vision that you have written down is something that if someone else were to pick it up, they can take it, they can continue the process and run with it like a baton, and they'll continue going on and on and on, even when you're no longer here. And another thing that I mentioned is that with the vision, it's like, because it was downloaded to you by God, even though it tarries, as the Bible says, or even though you're looking at the natural and you're wondering why it's not lining up to what God says in that particular moment or in that particular time, you could rest assured that because He said it, that it will come to pass. You could rest assured that the God we serve, like He watches over His word to perform it. He honors His word more than He does His name. He esteems His word more than He does with His name. And so His word will not return to Him void. So the mere fact that it's written, and this is God giving you this vision, it will surely come to pass. Another point is that, hey, when you write this vision down, you may have, as you're going through the process of it coming to pass or developing it or whatever have you, there might be persons along the way, some with good intentions and some who just want to just give their own opinion just because, that may try to tell you some things, that may try to give their opinion or their suggestion or their way of doing things and thinking because what they did is what should apply to you. Some are good, or some, like I said, it depends on where it's coming from, because you could take that information and go back to where you've written that vision and find out if it lines up to what God is saying or what God said concerning it. So you can compare and contrast and figure it out, line it up and say, hey, no, I'm sorry, this doesn't go with what is, what God told me, and you just throw it out. Like they say, you eat the meat and spit out the bones. And another thing is that sometimes in our process of motion, as we go through the vision, as things are lining up, we tend to add on to things, and sometimes we tend to take things away. So with having it written down, you look at it and say, well, hold on, God didn't tell me this, or wait, I shouldn't be doing this, because sometimes our carnal minds get in the midst of it and we believe that we're God. There will always be reasons to say we're going to add on to this so it could be better, or we're going to take away from this because we don't want nobody to think that we're a certain way, when God has already specifically given us instructions on how to do something. And so we have to be mindful of that, and to remember that even though you don't see it now, you don't see it in coming into fruition at the very moment, understand that it will surely come to pass. That's what He said. Don't tarry, wait for it, because it surely will come to pass. All right. And so there's just a little encouragement. God bless you. And once again, I'm Trish Hanna from Your Lane Life Coaching. You can visit my website, www.yourlanelifecoaching.com, for more information about how you can improve your life.